After Sunday's Super Bowl loss, it seems like Travis Kelce may be thinking about retirement. The Chiefs tight end spoke on his podcast this week about the toll football has taken on his body and his mind. At 35, he's also become famous outside of the game for his relationship with Taylor Swift. Let's call it what it is. Now he says he's facing a tough reality, possibly hanging up his cleats for good.
I know everybody wants to know whether or not I'm playing next year, and right now I'm just kicking everything down the road.
For Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce, retirement is a word weighing heavily on him.
I'm not making any crazy decisions, but I right now the biggest thing is just being there for my teammates and um, being there for my coaches, understanding that there's a lot that goes into this thing.
In just the last 7 years, Kelce and the Chiefs have made 7 AFC championship games and 5 Super Bowls. Since the 2018 season, the Chiefs have played 9 more games than any other team.
That's a lot of wear and tear on your body, and it's a lot of time spent in the building. That process can be grueling. It can weigh on you.
If he does call it a career, the 3-time Super Bowl champ is certainly Hall of Fame bound. Kelce holds 11 NFL records, including having the most catches in Super Bowl history. While acknowledging he still can play at a high level, he says he owes it to his teammates to make a wholehearted decision.
It's just whether or not I'm motivated or it's the best decision for me as a man, as a human, as a person to take on all that responsibility.
No matter his choice, Kelce's star has undoubtedly grown in recent years off the field. Aside from his highly publicized relationship with Taylor Swift, Kelce hosts a game show, has appeared in commercials, TV shows, and on Saturday Night Live.
Thank you so very much.
His new Heights podcast is reportedly worth over $100 million. Top athletes often have trouble hanging it up. Tom Brady went back and forth for years. His brother Jason got emotional discussing the choice last year.
Well, either way, yeah, I just, think, truly appreciated everybody in that room.
And like those two, Travis Kelce will certainly see more opportunities arise outside the lines. Now, I know there's some
it's
people.
clearly weighing on him.
No doubt. I know some people are like, well, life is good. He's dating Taylor Swift. He has all the money in the world. He has these opportunities after the game. But just imagine this for a 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little kid. Before you start liking girls, you fall in love with this sport. So let's look at it like a relationship. 8 or 9 years old. You fall in love with the sport that I would call a woman. Play in Little League, high school, college, in the NFL for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, she comes to you. The game comes to you and says, we have to talk.
Yeah.
It might be over.
Yeah.
I found somebody that's younger and he makes me happy. That's the game. And you struggle with ending this relationship that.
Yeah, I hear what he's saying there, but I also would have to say that this has to be, coming off the Super Bowl loss here against the Philadelphia Eagles less than a week ago. He walked off the field in pain, as far as hurting over the loss because nobody wants to lose. They had a lot on the line for that Super Bowl as they were looking to become the first team to ever three-peat in Super Bowl history. And so, yes, I understand where he might be, exhausted right now, but I think that's adding into his thoughts of retirement right now, which, don't get me wrong, Travis Kelce is a first ballot Hall of Famer, tight end, one of the greatest tight ends of all time, if not the greatest of all time. You heard his records, you heard his stats in the Super Bowl as far as receiving. He has 3 titles, championships under his belt. And again, he has all the accolades as far as a tight end goes in the history of the NFL. So his name is etched in the history of the game. So, he deserves and has the right to take the time to weigh his options and on his decision to retire or not. I just want to highlight that, coming off this Super Bowl loss, it has to be really devastating And so I'm glad that he's, like he said, he's going to kick the can down the road, take some time to get over that loss, the sting of that loss, and decide if, at this age, which is, he's not old, he's not 40 or something like that, but at this age, if he still wants to put his body through the, the off season, the spring, um, time training and, all that stuff that goes along with it. So, again, he's earned the right to weigh his options. I know the another tight end, great tight end that took his time as well, Gronk, retired once and then decided he was going to come back, to play with Tom Brady. And so, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce do have that connection. You can tell on the field that, they're like this right here. And so, I know that would be hard. That's going to be a hard decision on him as well to walk away from his brother, who he's been in the trenches with over the, last, 7, 8 years. So that's going to be tough as well. So, we'll have to see where this takes us. But let's hear this.
That you have been in your whole life. So it's hard to walk away. For Travis, I don't think it's about the money. It might be about going back and winning a Super Bowl, but it's hard to let go of the game. It is the most difficult thing.
Especially ending the way that the game ended for the Chiefs. Don't you think Nady wants to do at least one more time?
And go out on your own terms.
Yes, don't you think that?
But Gail, it's hard because the body starts talking to you.
Yeah.
Like when you first start playing, to whisper, hey, your ankles hurt.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, hey, watch your back, your shoulder's starting to tweak. And then at the end of your career, it's like, hey, your body's breaking down. And you can't ignore that. I say it all the time. Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah.
He will always win.
Absolutely.
Isn't there a part of you that thinks because
No
it is
argument
weighing
there.
on him so
Father
heavily
Time
that
is
the
undefeated.
decision has already kind of been made?
When it's
The
on your
fact-
mind.
Yeah.
Once the door opens,
Yeah.
it's hard not to walk through.
That's it. Spot on, Tony. Well said.
We're all talking about it and waiting to see what Travis gonna do.
If he does retire, he had a
Yeah, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see what he does as far as retirement goes. Again, he deserves the right. He's earned the right to take his time and make a decision on this. I want to take a look at his stats here, his career stats. It's just incredible. For his career, he's played 174 football games. He has 1,004 receptions. 1,398 targets, 12,151 yards, 77 touchdowns. I mean, just truly, truly amazing. He's made plenty of money over his career. I seen where it's like 90 plus thousand, 90 plus million over his career. Plus, who knows what he's made in endorsements as well. And then, so, money wise, I don't think it's a money issue with him. More than anything, it's is he ready to call it quits? And in my opinion, and this is my closing thought on it, I don't think he's done. I just don't think he's done. I don't think he wants to go out on a sour note like that, losing a Super Bowl. I think that's going to leave a bad taste in his mouth for the rest of his life. If he, just knowing how competitive he is, to just leave the game, as that, losing in the Super Bowl. I don't think he's going to leave the game, leave it that way. So that's my opinion on Travis Kelce. Again, he's one of the great tight ends of all time in NFL history, and so I hope to see him back out there. But if he chooses to retire, then he's well deserving of that. And like they said, he has plenty of things to do with his time in retirement. So, let me know what your thoughts are on Travis Kelce, and if you think he's going to retire, if you think he's going to call it quits, or if you think he's going to keep on playing. Do you think he should keep on playing? You think he got anything left in the tank? Let me know. And so just give me some feedback in the comment section. And as always, please like, subscribe to the channel, to the page, share this video with somebody, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Appreciate y'all always tuning in. And DJ Mo D, I'm signing out. Peace. What you say?